Stormy last night, and we are looking at another round of moderate to heavy rainfall as we go into tonight. All those details are coming up.
Wind, rain, and rough surf. The storm that rolled through San Diego County is leaving damage behind.
The first significant snow in Mount Laguna, and we're all in. Woo-hoo!
A candidate for California governor gets an up-close look at the cross-border sewage crisis. County law enforcement leaders considering the future of the Vista detention facility.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
We begin tonight with a live look at Del Mar as more rain gets ready to move into San Diego. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Rain and wind from last night's storm did leave behind some damage and also some snow up in our local mountains. We'll have more on that in just a moment, but we are expecting even more rain tonight.
More on that. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis, who's been busy tracking the storm. Carlene.
Very, especially last night. Woke me up out of my sleep.
Me too.
Yeah, it was rumbling out there, and we are looking at a very similar setup as we go into our overnight hours again. So maybe I'll wake you up again. Yeah, we got the rain rolling in, starting in the 10 o'clock hour. We get some of those showers moving in for North County. But then we go into the overnight hours where it becomes more intense. Cannot rule out a chance for more thunderstorms, more rumbling, very similar to what we had last night through this morning, and more widespread activity. It's going to be moderate to heavy out there, and our snow is going to be coming down for the mountains as well. We continue to hold on to chances for snow as we go into about 8 a.m. for tomorrow morning. You're still seeing some rain out there west of the mountains as well, impacting downtown towards the South Bay, seeing that for Poway and stretching all the way in towards Pine Valley. Then we get into the afternoon hours. We are looking at chances for wet weather, and it's going to be pretty isolated, kind of similar to what we had today during the daylight hours. It was hit or miss activity that was out there, but as mentioned, focusing more so on the concentration of the moderate to heavy that's going to be tonight through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, and then not while you're sleeping, but while you're awake, and that's going to be during the afternoon hours on Thursday, more of those scattered showers. So we'll go ahead and take a look at just how much we've received already and more details in your forecast coming up.
All right, so you're busy is what you're saying.
Very.
Stay that way for a few days.
All the way until Thursday, maybe even Friday with those large breaking waves. We'll see.
Then you could take a break.
Yes.
Thanks, Carlene.
You're welcome.
Last night's heavy rain and wind caused some damage across the county. And as Carlene just mentioned, rough surf, gusty conditions, and more wet weather are all on the way.
News 8's Brian White joins us live from Moonlight Beach in Encinitas, where the waves are really picking up tonight. Brian.
Yeah, the rain has taken a pause here at Moonlight Beach, though we did get a good soaking about an hour ago. And I can see those rain clouds have moved further inland. Now the surf, it's choppy out here. It's building about 3 to 6 feet with bigger sets expected tomorrow. A high surf advisory is in effect along the San Diego County coastline as powerful, choppy waves continue rolling into shore. It's all following a loud and intense night of wind, rain, and even lightning.
It was a heck of a storm last night. You know, thunder, lightning. You don't hear thunder in San Diego very often.
I saw one flash of lightning too, which was really cool.
The strong winds also left damage behind, especially in Encinitas, where eucalyptus trees fell over along Encinitas Boulevard.
There was a lot of wind, a lot of trees breaking and everything. Very, very loud. Very, very loud out here last night.
At a nearby condominium complex, the resort at Encinitas, crews spent the day cleaning up fallen trees, broken branches, and debris.
Yeah, we've been picking up the trees, cutting stuff down, picking up the umbrellas.
In Kearney Mesa, crews also removed a large oak tree that toppled into the street on Engineer Road. And in Mission Hills, heavy rain led to significant flooding at CrossFit Humanity on Pacific Highway.
At about 2 o'clock, water was starting to seep in, and for about 4 hours, it just kind of started keep coming in real slow, coming into the door. It was at about mid-shin, and then out in the parking lot where it's pretty bad, it's at above the knees.
The gym also flooded out last month during a storm on New Year's Day. They believe storm drains in the area were not working properly. And back here at Moonlight Beach, that high surf advisory is in effect with larger sets expected to roll through here tomorrow. And of course, as Carlene said, more rain on the way tonight. Marcella and Carlo, back to you.
Thank you, Brian. And remember, you can stream an extended weather forecast on our app. Download on your TV and watch for free. Some weather-related breaking news out of the Truckee area in Northern California. A desperate rescue effort is underway after an avalanche swept through the Castle Peak area late this morning. We're told 6 of 16 missing skiers have been found alive. 10 others remain unaccounted for. Rescue teams on skis and snowcats are battling dangerous weather and ongoing avalanche risks to reach them. Officials say the avalanche danger in the Sierra will remain high through tomorrow morning. We'll continue to keep an eye on this and bring you any developments when we learn about them.
California gubernatorial candidate Katie Porter is in San Diego today, getting a firsthand look at the Tijuana River crisis.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal spoke to her one-on-one, and Porter claims if she's elected governor, she will declare the Tijuana River crisis a state of emergency.
Former U.S. Congresswoman Katie Porter toured the Tijuana River Valley today with County Supervisor Paloma Aguirre after we got all that rain yesterday. One of the spots they visited was the toxic hotspot along Saturn Boulevard. Water rushes over Saturn Boulevard after yesterday's rain. It's filled with raw sewage and toxic chemicals from the Tijuana River. The smell today was strong.
I was wearing a very protective respirator mask. I have heard again and again from residents, including today, about the smell, and it was worse than described.
Gubernatorial candidate and former U.S. Congresswoman Katie Porter went to the Saturn Boulevard site and also met with community members who described the health issues they say they're dealing with because of the smell.
I'm always sick. I always have like the flu, but it's not flu. I go to doctors, it's allergies. Allergies to what? Because I've been fine my whole life. I'm always like itching. It's burning, like it burns your skin. And that's not normal. I've never had that in my life before, or my family, or anyone that I know. And I'm not the only one. Most of the residents are going through this.
Besides chemicals and sewage, the flow of stormwater and runoff from Tijuana also brings trash. In this video we shot today, you can see the garbage. At Smuggler's Gulch, we spotted more trash, including this tire. Porter is one of nearly a dozen candidates running for governor.
As governor, day one, I will declare a state of emergency here because this community has already waited too long.
County Supervisor Paloma Aguirre says that whomever ends up leading California needs to bring this to the table when it comes to dealing with this issue.
With no excuses. We need somebody to actually lead, not wash their hands and say, well, this is not a state matter, it's a federal matter. We need somebody leading the state that actually takes this as serious as it is.
And today's tour with Porter kicks off a series of tours that Supervisor Aguirre plans to hold with other candidates for governor. She says she's had conversations with others and plans to hold at least 2 other tours very soon. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
The San Diego County Sheriff's Office is inviting community members to a public forum to talk about the future of the Vista detention facility.
News 8's Steffi Roche joins us live outside the meeting, which just started minutes ago. Steffi, what is the Sheriff's Office saying tonight?
Well, Sheriff Kelly Martinez tells me the jail is in dire need of replacement. The Vista detention facility was originally built back in 1972 with expansions in 1978 and 1988. Sheriff Martinez says the jail is long past its lifespan and parts of the facility are no longer working. Tonight's forum is an opportunity to understand the current planning process and for the community to provide input on the future modernization of the jail. I spoke with Sheriff Martinez about what her office is proposing.
This jail needs to be torn down and rebuilt. The importance of having a jail in North County can't be overstated. The importance of having jails in the justice system in California cannot be overstated. We can't just remove this jail and expect to continue with public safety in the region as we know it today.
Sheriff Martinez will be joined by representatives from the Sheriff's Detention Services Bureau, including the Vista Detention Facility and Sheriff's Reentry Services, the San Diego County Department of General Services, law enforcement leaders, and community reentry experts to inform and answer questions. And Sheriff Martinez tells me this won't be the only opportunity to give and hear input. There's going to be another forum just like this held in June. But for now, reporting live in Vista, I'm Steffi Roche, News 8.
Thanks so much, Steffi.
Thanks, Steffi. California Republicans are calling for an audit of the state's 911 system.
We will have those details still ahead, plus what we are learning about reports of the Padres being sold.
Plus, we're working for you, sharing an option that could soon be available to make it easier for Californians to access solar.
And what you need to know if you're planning on visiting snow up in our local mountains after this.